All right, Nick, let's talk about the Chicago Bears, specifically Justin Fields in year two, looking pretty good. And you're going to tell us how good here in just a second. But before we get into the story, Bears fans, we got to know you've made a lot of really great choices in the draft so far. There's some nice additions to the Bears team through free agency or trades. Let us know, what new addition to the Chicago Bears team are you the most excited to see this season? Let us know in the comments below which new addition you're the most excited to see. But Nick, I've been very excited about Justin Fields, so I want to jump on in here unless you have a new addition that you like.
So I think Velus Jones Jr., I think we've talked about him a bunch. I think he's going to be an awesome weapon on offense, special teams, going to be a great player, but he's a kick returner. He's a gadget receiver. It's going to come down to the quarterback position. That's just the way it is. And you brought it up, Justin Fields looking pretty good most of this preseason and looked really good in his last preseason game against the Cleveland Browns. He was 14 of 16 for a buck 58, 3 scores. But it's preseason. How much do stats mean and things like that? Well, former NFL quarterback JT O'Sullivan, he runs a YouTube channel evaluating quarterback play. It's called the Quarterback School, and JT O'Sullivan had the following to say about Justin Fields' performance. This is really good stuff here. According to O'Sullivan, the film says arm strength, timing, rhythm, footwork, looking good. Lots to be excited about here on a number of different throws. This is evaluating Fields, and he tells Bears fans specifically to get excited. And it's not just on his YouTube channel that he said this. O'Sullivan went on to be interviewed by NBC Sports, and he said it's, quote, an exciting time to be a Bears fan right now. So there's obviously a lot of momentum going behind Justin Fields and his moving forward with Luke Getsy as the offensive coordinator. What are your thoughts specifically on what Fields can be going into the 2022 season?
So, Nick, there's a lot of different ways that people can evaluate stuff. Some people, like JT O'Sullivan, they break down the film. They do the eye test. What are they seeing? How does it look? Other people might just go with a general vibe of how stuff is going. Here, specifically, we like to look at numbers. We're big on looking at numbers, and a big number source is obviously Pro Football Focus. When we looked at the PFF numbers, specifically just for the whole preseason so far for Field, graded out at a 90.4 overall. Very impressive. Obviously, it's preseason. It only means so much, but let me pull up his 2021 regular season, graded a 64 overall. So significant jump. Obviously, a lot of that is, coaching changes, scheme changes, getting a little bit more weapons, focusing the offense more around Field. But, here's what I think you can gauge from preseason. You look at all of the additions, you look at the new coaching, and you hear all of these good things, and you think to yourself, okay, how can we tell? Well, you look in the preseason, and obviously it's just the preseason, but he's got to do really good in the preseason, and he did. So far, he's lived up to whatever they've brought in. He's doing his part. That's all we can do up to this part. Is you got to look good in training camp, look good in the preseason. He's done both those things. So now we're moving into the regular season with no reason not to think he's going to be great going into the regular season. He seems markedly improved. So I would, if I was a Bears fan, I would be excited. I think O'Sullivan really hit the nail on the head with that comment.
Well, and I think, remember, coming out of college, one of the criticisms, maybe unfairly, of Fields was that maybe he wasn't a first guy in the weight room, first guy on the field kind of guy, wasn't maybe as hard a worker as some other guys. The fact that he made this level of improvement, according to O'Sullivan, I'm going to rely on him because he's obviously a former NFL quarterback. He's forgotten more about footwork at that position than I would ever know. I'm going to rely on him here, and I trust him when he's like, hey, this guy has improved. O'Sullivan was stunned with the leaps he made this season talking about Justin Fields. If Fields put in the time to get that better over year 1 to year 2, when you combine that with Luke Getsy and you remove the disaster of Matt Nagy, when you add in the weapons like you talked about, the trend in everything just flows in the right direction. Because anyone can, I don't want to say anyone, but we've seen guys have a good preseason or a good preseason game. But that's only in isolation, right? That's like sort of a separate incident. When you combine all the factors together, his footwork looks good. He's producing in preseason. He's grading highly in preseason. Better coach, better players. The trend is just really building for Justin Fields going into 2022, don't you think?
Yeah, no, I think, Bears fans all aboard Justin Fields hype train. What else do you have to look forward to other than get on this thing and ride it, because like you said, everything is trending upwards, and uh, until the regular season starts, there's really no other metric you can go on to. But like you said, got to look at all of the factors. If everything's trending upwards, I would get excited. I would be happy. I'd be more excited for this regular season than I have been in a long time. I think a few videos ago we asked, Bears fans, like, who's your favorite quarterback? And we got numerous answers, but a lot of people said we really haven't had an excellent quarterback for a long time, and it seems like you do now. So in Bears history, the defense looks pretty solid. You've got some nice additions, especially in the draft, who look nice on the defense. The offense is looking nice as well. A lot of young pieces, especially like we said, we love Velus Jones Jr. Justin Fields is looking great. So by all means, get excited. I think it's the time to be excited. Go into the season, heads raised high, ready to watch some football.
All right, Nick, it's time to get your internet privacy back today on every device you own in any country you want. Don't let anyone but you control your internet. NordVPN keeps you safe from prying eyes wherever you go online with their military-grade encryption. Is your favorite Netflix or streaming content blocked in the US? You can simply connect to one of the many countries available with NordVPN and get the access you need.
That's right, Maya. So right now, get our exclusive NordVPN deal here at nordvpn.com/SMI. It's risk-free now with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, get that exclusive deal, nordvpn.com/SMI.